There is only one place on the planet where you can find animals with disabilities kept in a clean and well-nourished environment. This is the Kitale Nature Conservancy. One would ask why one man, Mr. Boniface Ndura, could come up with such an idea to collect animals which would otherwise be killed at birth for lack of economic value or because they are considered a bad omen here in Africa.
My love for animals which drove me to notice that in our environment we have this kind of animals. I think this is very rare because other human beings take it very casually, and nobody has ever thought that we have such animals in our environment.
The keeping of genetically mutated animals seems to be a strange idea in the world. When Ndura started keeping these animals in 2006, he was met with different negative reactions from neighbors, government agencies, and animal rights activists. He weathered all this, and today, KNC is the ultimate destination for ecotourism in this part of Kenya, especially educational tours.
The wetland is the natural habitat of the Sitatunga. Okay? As you know, the Sitatunga.
The Kitale Nature Conservancy, KNC, is located in western Kenya, about 5 kilometers from Kitale town and approximately 500 kilometers from Nairobi. The Conservancy lies on the eastern slopes of Mount Elgon, the third largest mountain in Africa, in an area commonly known as Kenya's breadbasket because of its rich agricultural potential. In stark contrast to this high-yielding agricultural area, we have what one could call the Laboratory for Investigation and Research, the KNC.
From an animal point of view, production point of view, you are supposed to dispose of such animals. But of course, they also offer an opportunity for people to study different, mutations that are there. And that's one thing I liked about the Kitale Nature Conservancy. It's a good idea. Yeah, and it's also a funny hobby. It's probably the first one of its kind in Kenya. I haven't seen any other. And it's already acting as a lab for us to teach our students whenever we talk about deformities.
Mr. Ndura would disagree with this notion. On the contrary, he believes there is something more to it than just the normal mutations.
I'm convinced that what is happening to these animals is also happening to human beings, because I collect these animals in a great number from a certain area. And I've been hearing quietly, I've been hearing stories, although they are not noised around, that we have human beings who are also sharing these kind of conditions.
It would be something to really look into. If they are really from that one area, largely, then it's something that should be of concern, and especially if it's touching on human beings.